But I'm not providing any ID. Where do we go from here? I didn't do anything illegal. You're threatening me with arrest.
I'm telling you that you need to provide identification.
Officer Reeves and Sergeant Brian Gilmore responded to a call about a suspicious vehicle parked on the side of a public road. They approached the man, who was calmly sitting in his parked car, minding his own business, and immediately began demanding identification. Instead of de-escalating, the officer pushed to escalate a simple interaction. The driver refused and invoked his Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, but Sergeant Gilmore became furious, making up his own laws by falsely claiming the man was obligated to provide ID, despite no such legal requirement. When the driver didn't give up his rights, the sergeant started threatening him.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm Officer Reeves, Citation Township Police Department. The reason we're here is we got a call for a suspicious vehicle, okay? Someone passerby or whomever called said it was a white vehicle sitting along the power lines.
I'm sitting on the power lines. Or sitting on a public street.
What's that?
I'm sitting on a public street minding my business. That's all I'm doing. Yeah.
Okay, well, we got a call for a suspicious vehicle. We're just checking on said vehicle. Are you the owner of the car, sir?
I'm sorry, I'm not going to answer any questions. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Can I get a badge number?
Yeah, 51. Would you like the supervisor's badge number too?
Yes, please.
It's 37.
And his name?
Sergeant Brian Gilmore.
Brian Gilmore. Okay.
Would you like to speak to him as well?
No, thank you.
Okay.
I just want to mind my business, man. People drive by here, see me parked here doing nothing wrong.
Amendment right, not talk to us.
Yes, because I'm not doing anything illegal, right? Literally just parked in a public street.
What's that, Sarge? Sarge requesting your ID.
I'm not going to provide that. I didn't commit any crimes. I'm parked legally in a public street, doing nothing wrong. Nothing.
Okay.
All right.
What's that? He says no to the ID. He's parked on public street doing nothing wrong.
That's right.
Okay, well.
Just because somebody called in a suspicious car doesn't mean you're doing anything illegal. Did they specifically identify something illegal that I was doing? Was I trespassing?
At this point, the reason we're requesting the identification is number one, we identify everybody we talk to. It's part of our routine. It's accepted, and it's something that's been approved by the Supreme Court, the United States Supreme Court.
It's not been approved by any Supreme Court.
Okay, all right. Well,
unless you have reasonable,
disagree all you want, but just because you think so doesn't mean
unless you have reasonable suspicion of a crime.
Okay. Well, I
don't have to provide any ID, sir.
But you're on one of our streets in our town, and in order for you to leave, you're going to have to be legally able to drive. Who
pays for these streets, sir?
Excuse me?
Who pays for the street?
Upper Chichester Township.
The township, right? The people. It's a taxpayer-funded street, right? And that means I can park here. I can travel through here also. I can stop on the streets. It's not illegal for me to do that. Did I commit an infraction?
We didn't say you're doing anything illegal at this point.
So then I'm not
vehicle.
providing any ID if I didn't commit anything illegal, if I didn't do anything illegal. There's
well, I don't
no
know
law,
that yet, sir.
But then?
You heard me.
There's an investigation that you have to conduct.
Yes.
So far, in your investigation, what have you concluded that I've done that's
that I have
illegal?
Somebody that's refusing to provide identification.
And that's not illegal. Am I under arrest?
Sir. Under the vehicle code?
Am I under arrest?
Huh? You may be, and we'll have to find that out.
So are you threatening me with arrest?
Am I threatening you? No, I am not threatening you.
Well then,
I am telling you that if I have to do my job, I do my job. That's an entirely different thing.
Sir, well, conduct your job. I'm not providing any ID because I didn't commit any crimes.
You don't need to commit a crime
for
us to ask you to provide ID, sir.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You need RAS. Without RAS, there's no probable cause.
I have somebody that called in that this vehicle's been sitting
Anyone
here for an
can call
period of time.
So if someone calls in here, a black guy is sitting here, is that illegal?
Nobody said anything about you being black.
Well, I'm saying if they do. Is that illegal? Can you just come here and identify me?
They didn't say you were a pink flamingo either. So
well, that's fine. But I'm not providing any ID. Where do we go from here? I didn't do anything illegal. You're threatening me with arrest.
I'm telling you that you need to provide identification.
I'm not providing any investigation.
You are required.
Do your investigation. Go and talk to the person who called and find out what I did that was illegal. Talk to them. Do your investigation. Do a thorough investigation. You just don't come here and talk to me. Talk to them. See what I did. Because they called to talk to them. I didn't do anything wrong. You're not going to force me to identify.
Didn't do anything wrong,
but do an investigation to see if I did anything wrong.
The first step of my investigation is requiring you to provide identification.
I'm not providing any ID. I did nothing wrong. I'm sitting on a public street. You don't have the right to just pull up on me and say, hey, I need the ID because someone called. It doesn't work like that.
I came here because
that's exactly what you did.
It is not, sir.
You pulled up here because someone called and say, hey, I need the identification. Doesn't work like that. I'm not providing it. Can I have your supervisor, please?
I am the supervisor.
I want your supervisor, lieutenant.
My supervisor is the chief. We don't have a lieutenant.
I'm sorry.
You're welcome to go to the police station and talk to the chief.
I don't have to. I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm parked on a public street. Until the laws of America change where we have to identify because an officer comes and say, hey, give me identification.
Well, you need to work on reading up on the court.
I know exactly what it says.
Okay, what does it say?
I know what it says. I have a First Amendment right to record. I have a Fourth Amendment right.
Nobody said you can't record.
Let me finish. Let me finish. I have a Fourth Amendment right to be safe in my documents and papers. Unless I commit a crime, I do not have to identify.
I'm not unreasonably searching or seizing anything at this point.
You're trying to seize my ID.
I'm asking you to provide identification. It's part of my job.
And I'm respectfully refusing that. I'm refusing it.
And in the state of Pennsylvania, if you're operating a motor vehicle, which is what you're doing.
I'm not operating a motor vehicle.
You absolutely are.
I'm parked on a public street.
You're in command and control of the vehicle.
I'm parked on a public street.
If you were under the influence of alcohol or another drug, I could arrest you for DUI, but you're not.
I'm parked on a public street.
Okay.
Good. That's all I'm doing here. I'm parked on a public street. Doing nothing illegal.
You're the subject of an investigatory detention. Okay.
Can I get a case number, please? Can I get a case number?
Nope.
I need a case number. I want this documented.
Okay.
Can I get a case number?
You're welcome to go to the police station and request a report. But we're not going to know who you are because you didn't provide us any ID.
I don't have to. Can I get a case number?
Nope.
You're not providing me the case number?
That's correct.
Okay, well then you're not getting any ID.
Okay.
What's the next step?
You'll probably get a citation for failure to provide driver's license.
Oh yeah, let's go ahead. Go ahead. Let's do that. Let's do that. You're a tyrant. That's what you are. You're threatening me for doing nothing wrong. Fuck out of here. Gilmore. Forget it. Yep. Hey.
What do you want?
Him. I'm not talking to you. This guy here.
You're not talking to him. You're talking to me.
I'm speaking to him, sir. I'm allowed. He's funded by the taxpayer.
What do you need?
Sir, can I get an incident number, please?
I don't have an incident number yet.
You're not getting an
Can you call the dispatcher and give me this incident number? I'd like to document
this. You can stop
this.
at our police station and grab the incident number.
So you're not providing incident number?
I don't have an incident number until I go back and do the report. I can't just pull one out of thin air.
All right, let me
Well, he doesn't have one either, and that's the supervisor.
I just want to talk to him. It's just fine. 84-9. You're gonna harass me
Stay away from my dog.
for doing nothing wrong. Stay away from your dog. I'm not allowed.
Stay away from the dog.
I'm not approaching the dog.
You walk right close to the car.
Is it illegal to be close to the car?
I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want you to be surprised.
The door is closed. I'm not gonna be surprised. I'm sorry. Sure. Hey, can I come in there? Hey, do you mind giving me incident number, please?
Yep.
That's all I wanted.
Last name's Clap, badge number's 44.
Thank you, Clap.
Hey, have a good one.
I just want an incident number. Literally, that's all.
We don't generate an incident number until it clears. All right.
Until it clears what? Like the call?
The radio system, yep.
So you're about to clear it, I would assume?
You can get it tomorrow, okay?
So no incident
you
number?
The police department? No, not right now.
Okay.
All right?
Yep. 842. All right. I'll just walk next to the car again. Is that illegal?
It remains unclear whether Mr. LAC ever received a citation or filed a formal complaint with the department, but what's crystal clear is Sergeant Brian Gilmore's complete mishandling of the situation. His claim that the man was obligated to identify himself under the Supreme Court was entirely false. The court has only upheld such obligations when there's reasonable suspicion of a crime, which was never the case here. Sitting silently in a legally parked car is not a crime. Yet Gilmore threatened a citation for failure to disclose ID, then pivoted to another excuse, invoking the state vehicle code, claiming it applied simply because the man was inside a vehicle. But again, the vehicle wasn't being operated. It was parked, making the sergeant's legal justification meaningless. Sergeant Gilmore's behavior throughout the encounter earns a solid C- at best. He displayed a blatant misunderstanding of the Fourth Amendment, maintained a hostile and authoritarian tone, and implied Mr. LAC could be arrested simply for knowing his rights. But in the end, the sergeant backed off, never getting the ID he aggressively pursued. Mr. LAC's refusal to comply with unlawful demands was not only legal, it was necessary. The officers failed to produce any valid cause for detention and resorted to intimidation instead, ultimately violating his constitutional protections in the process.